What is the best advice to safely ask intimacy from? Okay, see, this is a terrible handwriting. I gotta roast you. Intimacy from.
Was that you?
Ask for.
How did you know it was me?
Your reaction was like, oh, he got me.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna read this verbatim for y'all what it says here.
I have really bad handwriting.
This is bad everything. What is the best advice to safely ask intimacy from? Ask for a woman. Should I text her first asking?
What the fuck? I was rushed.
So I think as a female,
Look,
like, and I've kind of noticed this from like talking with a lot of bisexual girls, and because we've had a lot of bisexual girls and lesbian girls come on the show, you know, contrary to what we want. Period. So we'll find out after. But what I've noticed with women, and you guys, anyone here bisexual, by the way?
I am.
Okay.
I mean, I like women, but I'll never be one.
Perfect. So correct me if I'm wrong here. What I've noticed with women is they're able to be way more direct and forward when they deal with other women.
Yeah,
oh, you're pretty. We should go out sometime. I like you like that.
Yeah.
It's easier for a girl.
Yeah, and you guys can do that.
It's easier to initiate it with the other female.
Yeah, for sure.
Like y'all can do that with each other. Versus like as a guy, to be that direct, you gotta really have confidence. You really gotta have your shit together. But as women, like y'all can.
You
really,
could just really say it like without like being scared. You could just be like, oh, I think you're hot.
No, bitches be fake gay and shit like that. Come on.
No, they do be fake gay.
They be. Come on, I be having problems with bitches. I swear.
Yeah,
because they be. Oh, I just like to get my pussy ate. I don't like to eat pussy. I'm like, bitch, you're not.
No,
you're not. You're not bisexual.
You just like you're just a whore that likes to get satisfied. Pretty much. I'm just saying, like, I think that's disrespectful. That's like, you know, like you want me to eat your pussy, but you're not gonna eat my bitch. Bye.
Exactly.
The fuck, you're not gonna use me as a fucking rose, bitch. Fuck.
You know what's interesting?
Buddy with the rocks, man.
Hold on. You know what's interesting though? Like, I think a lot of girls that are bisexual would agree with her on that sentiment. But you know what's interesting? There's a bunch of simps out there that would gladly eat a girl's box and not getting anything in return.
That's true.
And I've always found it interesting how, like, when girls are bisexual, they don't get finessed. Does that make sense? Like, they're gonna split the bill. They're not gonna get used. Like, if they feel like there's some bullshit, they'll talk about it or like just cut that girl off. Whereas men, like, they'll get used by girls all day, but girls don't let other girls finesse them. Did you notice that? Like,
it's almost like they know.
I mean,
I'm the bitch. I'm the alpha bitch. You ain't gonna run game on me. That's how it is.
You know why? They're putting themselves first. Unlike most men put themselves last.
Yeah. Like,
I can't respect another woman.
I've just always thought that was like very interesting. How like when girls go out on dates, like they're okay with splitting it. They're okay with like, how do I say this politely? I'm just gonna say it. Like, y'all will accept mediocrity from a female, but you guys won't accept it from a man.
Yeah,
that's like it's an understanding between two
women at like a lower
easier.
standard than men.
Yeah,
because
like,
women are like easier to like. I don't know. I just feel like I have a lower standard.
So let me ask you this: so will you tolerate a bad date with a female way more than you will with a guy?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we could be friends at the end of the day. We
Exactly. Like,
would you say that the guy has to do damn near everything perfect to get to versus? Okay.
Yes, for sure.
What will you?
Okay, when y'all say perfect, what
I'll explain. I'll explain. Like, does the guy have to pay for the date, be charming, or be a good storyteller, be able to, like, I don't want to say entertain you, but be able to carry a conversation? Would you hold him to a higher standard than you would with a female?
Yeah.
I get like so bored with a guy like so quickly, but like I feel like with a girl, I can become her friend regardless. Like if the date doesn't go out good, I can be her bestie.
I feel like with girls,
but like with a guy, I can just throw him to the trash. Like,
what if she's boring though? What if she's boring? Girls can be boring too. I met a lot of bitches that was boring. So I met a lot of bitches that was boring.
We still can be cool, cordial, whatever, but
but like with a guy, I can't be his friend. I'd rather be a friend with a girl rather than a guy.
Or I feel like it's a different understanding though.
I like being friends with guys.
No. Because like again, guys, this. We've told you guys on this podcast a million times, and y'all think I'm kidding around. I tell you that like a girl will always hold you to a way higher standard,
of course,
than a guy. Let me ask you this: since this is an educational show for these guys, would it be fair to say that if you want to date with a girl, right, and it's a bad date, you might look at it and be like, you know what? Maybe I was a little boring, or maybe we just didn't click, or whatever. You'll make like excuses for why the date was bad with the girl.
Yeah.
But if you go out with a guy and it sucks, it's the fucking guy's fault.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I don't know why that happens.
I disagree.
I mean, it depends on the date. It depends on
Well,
what.
I'm talking about the bisexual women here. The straight women, y'all don't count. Y'all don't count.
No,
we don't.
So you guys agree that if it's a boring date and you go out with the guy, it's the guy's fault. But if you go on a boring date with a girl, it's like,
it's alright.
Yeah.
Like,
It's boring. It's
I
boring.
like excuse it. I like excuse it. I'm like, all right, it's okay if the girl is like boring or whatever. Like, it's okay. She's a girl. Like, I get it. But
Okay.
if it's a guy, I'm like, all right, but kick you to the curb. Like, bye. Like,
Okay.
you're over.
At least she's keeping it real. Or you disagree? Go ahead.
I highly disagree.
All right, go ahead.
For me, when I did have like my dating profiles and everything, I wrote like I had it for both women and men, and I wrote like must be a provider, like all the qualities that I would want, like provider, whatever, like, you know, I guess you could write like traditional masculine traits, but I didn't use the word masculine. I just listed them all, provider, whatever, and I wrote that knowing that both men and women will see that, and I expected both men and women to rise to that standard, like regardless.
Oh, so you didn't.
So
have
it didn't
to-
matter. It didn't. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
yeah,
So
two
the
different.
women that I dated, like, yeah, they paid for the dates and they still like opened the doors and all that.
Did they
stuff.
dress like and behave like men though?
Yeah. No, I guess you could say traditional.
they're
Yeah,
more
traditional.
masculine?
You dealt with like
studs.
you dealt like studs, or
Yeah,
they would
yeah,
say?
like,
I don't do studs.
I don't do studs.
I
If
do
I'm gonna fuck with a
femmes.
bitch, it's gonna be
I
a
like-
bitch.
yeah, I like a
I'm
bad
a girly
bitch.
girl.
I can't do that.
Okay.
See, then you're not.
different.
Then I don't know.
Is it
I feel like it's different. I feel like it's completely different because you're gonna
so-
get fucked with a strap. So it's like, why be with plastic when you could be with real? And then a
dick,
woman
yeah.
is
That's
like,
me as fuck.
you know, a lot of studs don't like getting their pussy ate, and it's just like weird.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you might as well just fuck with a man if you're gonna fuck with a stud. And I'm not trying to come at you. I'm just saying, like, I never understood that. Like,
Well, I was gonna ask you-
like,
I swear, I
bitch.
cannot
Like, I
fuck
want
with a
like
stud.
titties, a nice pussy.
I was gonna
Fat
ask,
ass.
are you actually attracted to like? Because if you're looking for like masculine traits, like, are you actually attracted to women?
Yeah,
that you
no, I
think?
feel like there's a difference between like autonomy and energy, you know, and I'm attracted to the
Okay.
masculine energy, but the autonomy of a woman and a guy, that's the bisexual aspect of that. So, you know,
Okay.
Yeah.
So you like the masculine essence,
essence,
and
yeah,
you don't care where
sure.
it comes from
Exactly,
because you admire the female body as well.
exactly, perfectly
A
worded.
stud female
Okay.
body. I don't date studs.
interesting.
I can't date a stud.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. I've
That
never
don't turn me on.
I've never heard that
Yeah.
perspective, but that's
I
fine.
get it.
I'd be
That is
scared.
different.
So you would okay, so let me ask you this then. If you went out with, I mean, this is a unique scenario, like it's
Okay.
kind of nuanced.
Yeah.
If you went out with a guy and a
Yes.
girl,
Yes.
you're telling me that you would hold the girl to the same standard. Like,
For
would you accept a
sure.
shitty date from a female to the same degree that you would go accept
Like
it from
they're
a guy?
saying, oh yeah, at least we can still be friends and blah blah blah. I would not be friends with if I went on a date intentionally to date you and to go out with you and, you know, vet you and see if you were going to be a good partner and we're not compatible in any way. I would not be your friend.
So
I'm not
you-
like no.
I
You
feel
only
like
date
it's,
studs?
it's different for
And,
y'all
like-
because you like studs and they like
Yeah.
feminine.
Yeah, see, I would. Yeah, but I
That's
wouldn't. I
different.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
guess that's the disconnect.
That's the
Interesting.
difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because you're looking. I guess since you're looking for a masculine essence, that automatically means that there's a burn in performance. Because a part of masculinity is what I said before, competitiveness.
Yeah.
So you have to there is, which means if there's competitiveness, that means by definition there's a burn of performance. You have to perform to some
Yeah,
degree.
show up and show
But
out.
for you guys that like girls, it's like, okay,
They just have to be and exist.
Just be- exist,
and,
I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm so
Like,
picky
yeah,
about
just
my
be a cool
girls.
ass- It
But
just
I ain't
depends
gonna lie, I would never be in a
depends on the
relationship with a girl, though.
situation, honestly.
you would never be in a relationship with a girl.
No, I would fuck bitches. Like especially when I get like no for real. Like when I get married, like I want a man that's like cool with threesomes and stuff like that. Like I really do like women like that. But when it comes to like, I know what I want out of a relationship, and I need a man. I need dick. You feel
I
me?
get it.
Yeah.
I
You
get
feel
it.
me? Like
Okay, hold on.
a woman can't provide.
Outside of
why I do
just,
poly.
let's just keep it 1,000. Would it be fair to say who's the bisexual girls again here? Just so I can ask this question.
Wait, not you?
No, hell no.
You know, I mean, bro, I'll be honest with you, bro.
Maybe
like,
when I'm drunk.
this
Europeans?
bisexual thing is a very Western thing. Eastern European women don't fuck with that shit.
What about you?
Not
No?
money.
Like, do you like in Poland or like in Eastern Europe in general? Are there many? I mean, when I was in Romania, that's like a nun. Remember, when in Romania, none of these chicks are bisexual. But like,
Yeah.
like, they might do it for a guy, but they ain't going on dates with girls
True,
and
true.
shit. I mean, is it a
true.
thing in Eastern Europe? Like, are there bisexual women like that or no?
I didn't met any, to be honest.
Wow.
I think
that's
there's
crazy.
also there's like a stigma against like,
What about you?
homosexuality.
Oh, me, I like the studs. But like she said, like I couldn't be. That's why I don't want to get in a relationship with a woman because I know that like I'd be wasting someone's time. But I've had fun. I've had in the past like relationships where it was polyamorous, and there was a man, but he had multiple women, so that was
Polygamous.
yeah, polygamous, and the girls were not studs in that case, but I've watched was it Orange Is the New Black, and I'm like, oh wow, like,
Wow.
kind of get a little excited, but I've been in the